Hey Soul Family, Jean Ortiz here. I hope you guys are doing well. I am in an amazing mood. I know it's been a minute since I recorded and I'm so sorry about that. I've been in the process of traveling. I'm actually relocating, which is super exciting and a little bit stressful, I guess. I don't know, maybe stressful is not the right word, more eventful, I'd say. Yeah, it's been very eventful, and as a result I have not been able to record as much as I would like to. So today I had some time, and I was just like, and I've been thinking about it a lot, and I'm like, dude, I really need to get a video out, and so I have some content that I've been wanting to share, and just not completely sure about how to share it. And some of it, it kind of has to birth through me, right? So I can feel like, okay, now I'm ready to share this, and this is kind of what I want to say. And one of the things that have really stood out to me over these last, actually couple weeks, has been kind of on my mind is failure. And the thing that stood out to me about failure is that it's a part of all of our successes, right? So it's like, let's fail, but let's fail fast, right? And the way that I look at this has been primarily over in relationships. Relationships to yourself, and relationships that you're in, and actually and it's really more self-relationships. So maybe relationship, I don't know if that was the best word to use, but that's the word that came out of my mouth, so let's roll with it. A self-relationship, meaning how you nurture yourself. Like for me, I have been, as some of you know, like on a very aggressive journey to compete. I would like to compete in a bikini competition. Excuse me. And that keeps getting further and further pushed out, right? And what I noticed over the last several weeks is, like, I've been doing well and I've been changing up my diet, but I am constantly like, I'm not doing good enough. I could be eating better, I could be working out harder, I could be doing, all of these things. And what I realized about that is how much I have beat myself up over the quote unquote failures I've had, right? And I'm just like, okay, well, that was a failure, or I tried this, eating regimen, or I tried these macros and that didn't work, or I tried, this tea or this coffee and, that didn't help, or, I switched up my workout and it didn't give me the exact results that I wanted, and, whatever the case may be, right? And as I was failing, I realized, well, it's not so much a failure, because every time I fail or do something that doesn't work, I continue to move towards something that does work. And I continue to get better and better as a result, right? And so what I want to say to you is, while you're out there struggling or feeling like it's a struggle with whatever it is, like your diet, your the relationship you have, your work, whether it's personal work, your parenting, your professional life, whatever it is, what I've realized is, let's continue to fail, but let's fail fast and let's fail forward, so that we're actually in this motion of moving ahead as we fail. Because if we are, then we know that without a doubt we are going to eventually see the results and achieve the success that we want. So many times we look at the outcome as it has to be exactly this way. Like, I have to get to this weight, I have to get that six-pack that I want, I have to get that guy that I want, or that girl that I want, or it has to look just like this, right? Like, we have in our mind what this path and what this end result is supposed to look like, and sometimes we have it completely wrong, right? And so what I would challenge you to do is enjoy the ride, enjoy the journey. Every time you feel like, oh man, I'm failing, or oh man, I could have done that better, or whatever it is, like, just appreciate that moment and say, you know what, because this happened, this is what I'm going to do next time. Because I wasn't as great here as I wanted to be, I'm going to do it this way next time. Like, continue to fail in a way that is going to push you towards achieving that success. So it's, even though it feels like a failure inside, and even though you're probably beating yourself up about it and saying, hey, you could have done this or you could have done that, like, just remember, like, you are in the right direction because you are being persistent, you're being resilient, you are trying, and you are pushing yourself towards the direction you want to go each and every time, okay? So don't forget that. The message is very clear, guys. Like, we never know what the outcome is going to be. All we can do is do our best, work super hard to get there, and continue to use our failure as a climb up for success. All right? I love you guys. You mean everything to me, and I will be back to share more. Love you. Namaste.